Please, wander around. Silas knows, doesn't he? Here, take my fees. I'm never getting that medicine.
What can I do for you? Ah, gravesite fee. I mean, I simply cannot afford it. Thank you, no. I just tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind... Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have any... You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of... Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom. That's unthinkable. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body.
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. I'm sure that I have... Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
What's on your... Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my grave... I could do without this. Law requires... Shame, though. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty sure. Eugene wasn't found. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. Suicide's a crime. I'm plenty serious. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas... I'm just glad to...
Never seen the... I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Mechanical repellent! A stroke of ins...
Lovely to see you about.
Things going?
Been keeping him. Best.
My dad's buried here. Oh,
Something. Yeah? Ain't heard that one since. Hope's just a rumor, friend. Maybe you. Troubles in. Something else. You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I needed his fees because of his name. A for Aber... Yeah?
Cannery's been running at full capacity all day.
Must be all that extra power.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
We should keep our voices down.
Sorry, I got a lot to do.
Hey.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so... Oh, gosh. Edgewater's God, but... Oh, it's kind of you to say. I want to ask you something. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching... Yes! Captain.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room. Anything you'd like? Nothing too out of the... That's what... I grew up. I was destined to be a laborer like my... They internalize the precepts of scientism like no one... I envied that. They thought I was fighting the plan. The plan is not one rigid path. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. But most of the Philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death. I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous Philosophist scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If any... That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifest to track the... Thank you.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. What can I do for you, Cap? All systems are operating within... I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hail! How are you feeling, by the way? What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can... Without a skip drive? Look, I admire your optimism, but none of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so... Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Excellent. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. And remember, the board's only...
Transmission ended. If you are ready to... Welcome back, Captain. How can I... Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? Two atoms were strolling through Roseway when one of them exclaimed, "I think I lost an electron." "Really?" the other asked. "Are you sure?" "Yes, I'm absolutely positive." Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle. Now playing...
It's not the best...
My pleasure. As you wish, Captain. I have lots of minutes. I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber. When I sit traveling the system with Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? As you may be aware, in our travels together... If you mean, was Captain Hoff... How can... What part of the... There's... I shall happily comply with your order, just as... Of course, what part of the call... We're cleared to dock with the groundbreaker if we're going there. The freighters often deliver or pick up goods. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with station representatives. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms... I can, yes. You are more than welcome. How can I... See you soon. Destination reached. The groundbreaker.
Can we chat? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. I was thinking that maybe I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you can at Borston Bean. Thanks, Captain. Did you want to talk about...
I think I'll initiate an... unscheduled...
Captain. Hey, Captain.
That's not the point. This hack would just knock out one of my work.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Identification. Captain Hawthorne, you said. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater.
Well, isn't this wonderful?
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the... You'll want to take it up with Ood. His office is located... Access to that information... I shouldn't be mentioning it. But what the hell? This here, impounding your ship? It doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operation. If I had to take a guess as to why, you take the starch out of them. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay. Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's... Much. Is there anything else I... Maybe. Too big. Most... They stripped the... Sublight. They're on the promenade, run... All right. You noticed. What can... All their interstellar freighters come through us. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom. But really, They know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like. You should. There's no groundbreaker cooperating now would be... It's a delicate... They got assault cruisers. We push them to...
The board wouldn't...
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony.
It's a tough line to walk, no... The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. Make sure... Most places are on the prom. I got a prep. You need anything? He's friendly enough, unless... Not that he... Yep. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and they're... Sure thing. Be seeing you.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this said his name was Grant?
Right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters.
Keep your sights up.
Hmm? Hey!
Carry on. What? Hold it right there!
Huh? What was that?
What do you think you're doing?
Just don't complicate my job, okay? Carry on.
Got my sights on you.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can ground... Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could... Anything else? Chief Junlei... Her family...
Was she...
Good as she can? She could stand...
No reason.
That was very convincing, miss. I think your captain almost bought it. Sure is. This is... If you're... We can't just let anyone walk in here. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with... All right, I guess. In and out, though. Just try not to...
There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up. Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return... Ah, yes. Here. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities? I admit it was a bit... Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated
Have you
bastard.
seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board and...
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
Junlei Tennyson. No, it isn't. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. At ease. So what brings you to Groundbreak? Interesting. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name.
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual...
Junlei is fine.
Okay.
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati.
Wow, great!
Not a problem. Only the board has access. None. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. Reasonable, huh? According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Hold on. There's something you should know. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned, and a haven for Good.
CNP pancake mix. Now requires no mix.
Are you listening to me, Emperor?
Sorry about the heat. Chief Dan... Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. A lot of slogans to keep track. Heard of it? That's a Spacer's choice, Spear. Take what... So, what can I... Have a look. You should give our latest don't. I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our You would never... I mean, why... It's not the best choice! It's... Cheese! Oh, I'm having a... I can see all of them. Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but Sprat Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among... Don't miss out on these deals. You'll... Trouble sleeping? The blast... Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds... That's... even if my contract didn't forbid it. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice lunar... damn it. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Now, if we're done... It's fine. Speaking of interest, can I... Oh. It's a script. If I don't follow it to a T, I might... Spacer's Choice. You could go broke by... Well, this is just the...
Yeah, about 10 years back. That was before.
Aftertaste the rainbow.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been... I'd surely love to. I ain't felt so much...
Well, it doesn't smell as bad.
Either way, let's not...
Whew. Have yourself a...
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Tripical Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored sour nutty.
Are you listening to me? You can't keep me out of there.
Dr. Fenhill?
I am not making a scene.
Can't say I've seen you before. If you're here to better your... He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fools... I'm beginning to wonder... I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. You look out, though.
Yes, you... What's up? What a... And... That... Yeah.
Can we rent an upstairs room?
Bless my heart. You here for a particular reason? Those have been lucky for us. Groundbreaker's a free port. We're out now. I only have the one now. Phineas, that old real life. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Do you know Edna over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the If you should find a secret worth selling, the more we got the corpse fight. Don't forget to come find. Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. You'll find her.
I don't know, ma'am.
Aren't you?
What?
Forget I. Want a charming copper? Gracious. Take that darling ship of yours. What do you want? Groundbreakers radiate. Miss The board can't. They've all. But it. That's right. The board. But it. Go. I think. That. Any. Great law! Yes.
Ah, the board.